for another day of LEC here in Berlin. Let's all type 07 in chat for SK as they're officially out of the playoffs race. Marek is Noah's daddy apparently. MKOI came to have fun yesterday, and Vitality kindly gifted KC a win. How nice of them. Today, we'll get to discover in 4K what happens when your ex meets your new partner, as KC will fight for first against Upset and Fnatic in Match of the Week. On the menu in today's Ready Check, we'll talk about which teams could be the best cooks for Fearless Draft. But before that, it's time for another round of GB Sports.
And welcome to episode 2 of the GB Sports. This time around, we're playing Nunu Drift. I've invited G2 to find out who's the fastest among them in a race between Nunu. The rules are simple. Be fast. We've given them a ton of movement speed items. It's first to 3 laps. Whoever wins it in our tournament bracket takes it all. And welcome to the first round of the Nunu Drift. It is Broken Blade versus renowned Nunu one-trick pony Scuman. So there's a lot of pressure on this guy's side. Yep. Gentlemen, are you ready?
I'm ready. Always ready.
3, 2, 1, go!
Oh my god! Okay.
It's a slow start from Broken Blade. He is not having a good one, but the acceleration, that's the important part about Nunu here. But there is a chance for BB. He's turning slow. Oh my god, and there he comes! What an overtake from Broken Blade from the outside! Oh my god! And there's a crash!
Wait, he moved!
There's a crash in the moved! It's unfortunate, it's unfortunate. He went racing.
I misclicked.
I like the patience this time around. It's the slow and steady.
I'm so fast!
Oh my god, there's been a crash. This is where BB came along last time, and there he is, he's fast! The snowball is out.
That's the second one?
That's the second one. Final lap now. Whoever comes first now takes it. No mistakes. Oh, and BB straight past him! Oh my god, but he crashed the tower! Who's gonna be faster? This is close, they're neck and neck, but BB pushes ahead! Oh, don't crash it now. Don't crash it, he's into the wall! And that's slow, that's slow. He has to cross the tower, he's into another wall. No, he's not. Where's Human? He's not there!
Wait, I won, right?
Broken Blade takes it! And welcome to round 2. This time around, it'll be Hans Summer versus Caps. Gentlemen, are you ready?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Start your engine. 3, 2, 1, go. Who's getting the best start here? Oh, it's actually extremely even, but there's a big crash down in the bot lane.
Oh no.
All about the
slow.
acceleration at the beginning, and it looked like Hans Summer forgot to use his abilities. Oh, quite slow compared to Scuman and BB right now, but...
Oh shit!
Oh my god. It's a horrible day to be racing. There's crashes everywhere. And that was an ultimate by Caps as well.
Hey, it's illegal. What the hell? He slowed me.
Illegal,
he slowed me.
You're doing everything to slow yourself here.
He slowed me.
Caps, what round are you on? I think that's your second. He's moving into his third. Caps. He's going with the lead, Hansama. This is where you have to overtake him if you want to win this round and go to the final.
Oh no.
Oh, it's a bad start, but the movement speed comes through. Oh, this could be good. Oh, he's going for the crash instead of the overtake. Another crash on the final lap. Got the better movement speed, but this time around it's Caps.
What?
It's getting intense. And Summer with the movement speed. Caps is trying to crash him. I don't believe it. There's another crash. And Summer doesn't have the movement speed. It's Caps. He takes it.
No. What?
And this is it. This is everything it comes down to. The finals of Nunu Drift. BB versus Caps. Gentlemen, for one last time, start your engines. 3, 2, 1, go! getting off first. Oh my god, who got the fastest start? God, it's a close one, but Caps, he's too used to crashing. BB with a slow acceleration afterwards, though. And that's going to be close. That's punished. You drove into the snowball. There's a massive crash in the beginning, and then Caps into the tower. Ah, come around, trying to go fast. BB cursing on broadcast. That's a fine.
This one is so free, actually.
There he is. He's fast, and that's BB on his final lap. Caps is driving backwards.
What, did you see that?
What is happening? That's a no Nunu bug. That sucks. What? And it happens to BB as well. This is a chance
my
for Caps.
God.
BB has crashed.
Oh my god.
And he's slow. Caps go fast. In between the turret and the inhibitor. What a fantastic maneuver, BB though. How close they see to finishing. Nah, he's there. That's a winner. It goes to Broken Blade. Your champion of Nunu Drift. Broken Blade. Broken Blade, any last words?
Any last words? I mean, I learned a lot from my jungle. I know he lost today, but without him, I wouldn't be here. So, thank you, Skewmont. You're a real one.
BB's your champion. Shout out to Skewman. And we'll see you next time. Thank you very much.
I just love those games. I just love those games. I feel like we should have Kesha as a ref.
I really want. I mean, I didn't have enough time to
I hope you
chat.
saw
That would have been
this.
perfect.
That was amazing. The chat loves it as well. How many ideas like this do you have?
I have like a
in store?
notebook of 10 ready at least to go. And I think what's so cool about this is that when I speak to some of the other players, I mean, we
Yeah.
were recording with Yike and Takmas as well yesterday, they were asking, is this GB Sports? And it's like, no, it's just another thing. But it's very cool.
Good
that
job,
we,
GB.
Yeah, I know.
It
I
is
mean,
create
pat on the
something
shoulder.
good. Yeah,
humble
good
bragging, I get
job.
it. But I think it's so fun because you get the most out of pro players when you put them in an environment where they can compete. You get the most personality. And that's why I think it's so fun when we get practice tool working like this.
Well, the thing is, we're always stuck in
Yeah.
a cage playing pro play games and stuff like that. So every time you're like, okay, go loose, do your thing, be stupid on camera. You know, everyone is just so excited to do it.
We love being stupid on camera. And love being creative as well. I love the practice tool for this. But talking about creativity, let's bring it back to the competitive topic and talk about what is happening in other regions, because we've been focusing on LEC so far, but over in the LPL, in the LCK, in the LTA, different formats and different picks. And I want us to look at the prior picks in other regions that are not the ones that we see in LEC. So a lot of differences here. What catches your eye first? I'm still madly in love with the elite support from the LCK. From
I
the
love it,
three mad lads.
especially here in Europe, because we have this wonky meta where everyone is just lane stopping all the time and we're not really defending the dives, we're always just diving the enemy top lane. I feel like Elise would be thriving in this meta, but at the same time, I don't really know what's with the Aurora priority over in LCK. I think here it doesn't really work, again, given what I just said, where everyone's just diving enemy top laner. Here you're kind of off to fend for yourself, so that's why everyone's just picking Cassante and trying to tank the dive and survive as much as possible. I don't really know if it's going to work here.
No, and I think it's just a matter of time before we start adapting other things. Like, we already have Syra pretty much banned all the time. We did start to see one Ashe. I don't think we're going to see a lot more than that.
Yeah.
But I think a thing like Pantheon is something that we could easily see. I think our junglers are happy enough to bring out a pick like this.
All right, big talk here. We're saying goodbye to Best of Ones tomorrow, actually dropping in Fearless Draft,
God.
starting playoffs. I know we're really excited about this. The players as well, but who do you think would be the best cooks
For
in
Fearless.
Fearless Draft? When it comes to teams first, like who do you think would be good? Because we know that there's some mad scientists.
I think the easy one is always just saying MDK because they have Meowin. I think that's the one that comes to mind because he's
Yeah.
not only going to be picking weird things, they're also going to be AD carries, so you're going to be trimming the AD carry pool as well. So obviously that's a man you can look at. It is Fearless, best of 3.
Wait.
So I still think we're in, oh my god, he's Scott.
So that's all he played since he
Really?
joined the NEC. That's actually insane. What was the wildest one? For me, it was Ari. Ari
I
is
mean,
here.
I'm going to have to
For
take it
me,
in.
the wildest was Nico ADC top. I mean,
Fiddlesticks.
Nico was there as well.
Fiddlesticks.
Fiddlesticks.
Oh, I was
as
the victim
well.
against Fiddles. I mean, I won, but
You
it was,
won that game.
It was still really annoying. Varus, he has all of these marksmen. I'd like to double down on Merwin being a prime contender of doing very well in Fearless, because when you look at other players and the champion pool they had over the years, they've been playing meta picks and they just adapted to the meta really quickly, while I felt like Merwin was maybe one of the only players that is revolutionizing the meta because come on, man, like literally no one is playing Ahri top. You're playing Ahri top with Trinity Force and all of this wonky stuff. Like, who does this?
Did it make sense to you? Because, I mean, you were playing last year against him. So
I didn't
like,
play
when
ag-
you would see things like this.
I didn't play against it, but it did make sense because it was a time where ranged, well, top lane is always an island here in
Yeah.
Europe.
Yeah.
And for him, it did make sense because it was the meta where what he needed to bring for MDK was stability in the top lane, but also winning, abusing the counter pick to the max. And Ari was one of those crazy cooks that really worked.
I will challenge you with Casey. We had them in PGL yesterday. I remember that during EMEA Masters, they had this thing that they were calling the secret bot lane. It was Senna, Nila, and then became Senna, Yasuo, and then anything with Senna, because Senna was stupidly
Yeah, I was going to say, so Senna
But
lane.
for me, a team that we wouldn't think of automatically, especially looking at the bot lane, I see Casey being creative there.
I mean, Kalist has always been creative with his picks. As you mentioned yourself, the Yasuo as well, it's something we've seen from AD carries, but it's something that he's happy to bring out. He wants to bring out. Nila as well, of course, they were feared for this towards that EMEA Masters when they were playing this, and for good reason. And once again, it's important to remember, it's best of 3 fearless, right?
Yeah,
We're not going into best of 5, but still having a few of these champions can be very valuable.
And I would like to challenge that point, because it's also, Senna is one of Targamas's best champions, and going into fearless, it's not really one of those formats where you can repeatedly bring out the same sort of combos. You use that combo one time and then you're out. So that's why, referencing earlier Merwin, I think he's going to be thriving, while other teams that are adapting to the meta...
So that's a bold
Leave
Gnar.
this poor Gnar alone, man. You threw him yesterday.
I mean, you know, in game, I never have the option
undressing him right now. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, leave him alone. Leave him alone. Closing thoughts on Caps, maybe? For me, that's what makes the most sense as well.
Caps, I think, will be good. He's not really revolutionary in that sense, where he will bring out and break the meta. He's just always adapting to the meta. But there's also, in EU, since we never had fearless until now, and we always had best of 5, we did see plenty of games where the meta is adapting to itself throughout the series, where one champion becomes completely useless by game 5, and all of a sudden a champion that got picked up in game 2 or 3 becomes prio. And then when I look at Caps, he's one of those players where he's going to be adapting throughout the meta, and he's going to be consistently bringing out, you know, strong meta champions, because all of a sudden when 20 champions are out, 10 champions, 20, 30, 40, even 50 champions are out later on when we're going to have best of 5 fearless, he's going to be the one who's going to be thriving, because he's going to be playing all of these champions at an exceptional level.
Let's put a pin on that conversation and pick it up again. In playoffs next week, we still have a round of best of ones kicking off the day with SK Rogue elimination game here. And Ginny is standing at the Marriott Bonvoy checkpoint with Larsen in the pregame check-in.
Thank you, Laure. Hello, everyone. Ginny here, and I'm joined with Larsen from Rogue. We're going to have a little bit of a conversation ahead of your game going up against SK, who unfortunately are not going to be in playoffs, but it's your chance here to get on the leaderboard. Yeah,
it's a must-win today. Obviously, we don't know what SK is coming out today because they're out, so that affects their mindset a lot. So, anyways, need to be ready for them probably playing really aggressive. Maybe they have a crazy draft cooked because they're out, right? So they can kind of do what they want. So we need to be ready for that.
So you're talking about them being out and that having a positive impact on the mindset. Do you think this game really is a battle of a mindset? Yeah, for sure. We're struggling, right? So we need to stay strong mental because our confidence is not too high. Especially for me, since I've struggled last year as well a lot. The confidence is not as high as it used to be. I don't go into every game like I used to and think that I'm going to carry this to win. So, yeah, definitely need to do a lot of self-talk to make sure I'm confident and that I'm ready to play aggressive and stomp and kill them. So I think that's a really good strategy. Stomp, kill, win. Yeah, I really want to kill them, yeah. Yeah, in-game, of course, because that makes a lot of sense. So when you're talking about yourself and maybe how these games have been going, and you're touching upon last year as well, and having a lot of self-talk, what does that look like for you? What does it look like when you don't have a lot of confidence and you want to make sure that you go into a game with, okay, I am going to win this? Yeah, for me, it's usually just going out for a walk and just doing a lot of self-talk, right? That I will kill the enemies, that I will stomp them, that I'm the best in the world, you know. It's you just need to tell your brain some stupid things. I mean, they maybe sound stupid, but it works, you know, to gain confidence. Maybe do a Bwipo walk where you look really confident, you know. And then then you're a bit more confident. And you're just trying to imagine yourself on stage that you're sitting there really confident, you know. Manifesting or faking it till you make it, exactly. Right? It is faking until you make it. That sounds like a great approach, and I'm a strong believer in that. So, talking about this game, then going up against SK, talking about the confidence and about the fact that when you're looking at SK, they actually have absolutely nothing to lose. So if they want to 5-man mid, why not, right? How do you prepare for that as a team?
I mean, it's not much to prepare for. It's to prepare ready for early game, I guess. That maybe they do some weird stuff. But it's not like something you think about. Like we just got to play our game and make sure that we're aggressive and confident. I think that's all. And then we just need to like play better than we have played and do our best. And then like the result will be the result, right? Like we can't just say like we'll win no matter what. We just gotta do the best of our capabilities, and then like that will take us where it takes us the next 2 days.
Absolutely. I mean, it sounds like there's a strategy in place. There is a lot of thought that went on behind it in terms of, you know, the pep talk and the confidence and the faking until you make it. So I'm looking forward to see how this game against SK is going to play out. Thank you so much for your time. I
Thank you for
appreciate
having
it.
me.
And the casters, take it away.